everybody, it's Catherine with Mom Talk Educate, and I'm back again to show you some new techniques for newborn photography posing. Today I'm going to go over some different wrapping techniques and how you can use those wrapping techniques in various setups so that you can have a lot more variety in your props, especially if you're not comfortable with a lot of the different posing. These are really easy photography poses that you will be able to accomplish and have a beautiful gallery. The first wrapping tutorial that I'm going to go over with you is the potato sack pose. So I'm not going to actually show you the traditional potato sack pose where the baby is sitting straight up. Is that if you don't know how to do it properly, it's not a very safe pose. So I'm going to show you how to do it so that it is safe, and if you're a brand new beginner photographer, you don't have to worry about safety issues, and I'll feel more comfortable sharing this with you on the internet.
Okay. So my hands are cold, so I'm going to try not to touch him too much, but I'm going to slide the fabric underneath him. And I'm going to tuck his little arms in. Sorry, my hands are cold. And I'm going to tuck the fabric on the one side. Kind of keep him nice and snug. And I'm going to give him the soother after I get his body wrapped nice and tight. So I'm going to cross his legs, the bottom, keep his feet up high. Nice and tight. And then I'm going to go over his shoulders. And the great thing about starting your session with a wrapped pose is it's going to help the baby fall asleep. Okay, so I'm going to do another wrap. It's okay. I'm just going to kind of tuck it at the bottom and just crisscross it. Across his body. Okay, and I'm going to bring his little hands underneath his chin. Hello. Hello. Hi. You're a little wild man right now. Okay. Okay. I'm going to give him his soother just to kind of soothe him. palm. And I'm going to go up from the other side. Come across. And the longer the wraps, the better. Okay, and then I'm going to just come again from that side. I'm just going to fix his hand again, put it right under his chin, see, like that. And I'm going to leave this to trail off.
Okay.
Okay, so I've already showed you how I set up the flocati, so and now I'm going to place him in that ring. And I'm going to put another one under his head. And always make sure that baby's secure. And this ring that I have is adjustable, so I'm actually going to just loosen it, and I want his palm to go lower and his head to be higher. I'm just going to shove one more underneath. Okay, so now you can see how his body is on an it's pointing upwards. And I'm just going to adjust. I want the hand under his chin. I don't want it. Sometimes you just need to let them have a little suck for a few seconds. I'm just going to tilt him backwards. Really wants to move his hand back, so I'm just going to let him relax for a sec, and then I'm going to pull his hand forward. So you don't have to worry about the bottom of the wrap, you just have to worry about where you're shooting from, and I'm going to be shooting from this way and down his face. I'm not going to be shooting this way, I'm going to be shooting this way. So before I take his soother out, I'm going to take a test shot, make sure my lighting is correct. I've got my settings at 2.5, my ISO is at 250, and my shutter speed's at 160. To take the soother out, you just have to distract them by touching their forehead. Excuse me. A variety of different angles. Now I'm going to roll him over, because the more setups and poses you can do with what you've got will give you more variety. So now I've tucked his hand right under his chin. Before it was back here. And for the pose that we did, that was fine. But now I'm going to be shooting right on top of him, and I want his chin to be lifted up with his hand. So I've angled him from the light so that there's some shadow on the side of his face. He's not facing the light, he's angled a little bit away. So now I'm going to be shooting I'm just going to tuck the excess fabric wrap. So notice how I'm coming over top of his head and shooting down. And this is my favorite of him. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. Okay. So now to make it a little bit different, you could add a bonnet or you could add a layer. And I'm going to add a layer. So this is a crinkle fabric layer that I'm just going to tuck around him. Oh goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to do a close-up of this. And sometimes when they smile again, so. And the click of the camera does make them smile. Sometimes. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Okay. He's being so cute.
Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel and watching my first wrapping tutorial video. And I hope that you picked up a few things that will help you on your next session. So don't go away. Please hit the subscribe button and hit that little notification bell so that you can be notified on my next video drop. I am going to be showing you how to use the potato sack pose wrap tutorial in a few different props, and just to show you as well some different varieties to add to your galleries, as well as a posing tutorial for moms, how to pose with a parent. So please leave any comments and requests that you have. I enjoy hearing from you guys, and also check me out on Instagram and Facebook. I love hearing from everyone, and I hope to hear from you soon.